And then chips, we have a massive choke point right now in the entire industry that is on kind of the core of the chip manufacturing, TSMC. And we now see a lot of investment, of course, into that kind of fundamental chip layer. I mean, Sam announced Project Stargate that is investing $500 billion into compute, and they will also invest a lot of research. That is something to look out for. And then something, of course, that I personally work on is that I think the internet as a whole will really start changing because most of the interactions, most of the traffic on the internet will actually be AI driven. Because these agents, we will send them off to work on things for us, do things for us. They will interact with the websites, with the services. They will start being with us on the social network. So the internet will change quite drastically, and we will need new infrastructure to handle that as well.
And then added on top of that, from the investor's perspective, you also want the assurance that if anything were to go wrong, if the other party does not follow through with the contract, that there's a legal system in place that you can follow through. So I would say, using that as an example, these are things that a typical investor would consider when we're making long-term investments. And as long as the jurisdictions provide that type of visibility, whether it be the demand side of things, the supply side, is it a favorable environment where the cost of making that investment is good, then if all those stars are aligned, then that would be the ideal place to get the investment.
My view is that, again, we need to work with talents from all around the world. But I assume that in Thailand it's similar to Indonesia, if not more prevalent. The local context, the local nuances, none of the international players today can compete with local players, because you can crawl the internet and download all this local information, but there's still rich data sitting in universities, in governments that are not yet on the internet, and that's the national assets that I think can be harnessed, and it will take time, but I am confident that it could develop. Right.
I will find a place in Bangkok to be data safe zone, and to invite data center, and to make that zone to be what we call digital embassy. So data center from every country can be there. So therefore, it will follow by AI hub. That's my dream, but I will make it happen. It's difficult, but it's possible.